Hey, welcome to the Full of Knit podcast. This is episode 12.
Wow.
Yes. And we'd like to say thank you to all our new subscribers and everybody who's been watching since the last podcast. It kind of exploded a bit, and it did kind of freak us out a little bit, but thank you so much for spending whatever it is, an hour or whatever we get to.
Yeah, because there's a whole lot of other podcasts you could go to, and there are a whole lot of other ways you could spend the hour.
That's true.
So we appreciate you doing that with us. We have fun, and we hope you do too.
Yeah. So I'm Karen, and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as the Havelock Zoo.
And I'm Susan. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as NC Knitta.
Yes.
Is that it? Oh, and the Full of Knit podcast on Instagram.
And Ravelry.
Oh, yeah. We do have a group there too.
Yeah. We are totally discombobulated today because, as you can see, we are in Full of Knit headquarters west, right?
Yeah,
because I'm east, you're west.
Yep.
We had planned on, I had my whole room set up. We were planning on podcasting there today, but plans got changed at the last minute, and
so we had to back up and punt.
Oh gosh, and I am so kerfuffled. It is not even funny.
You don't like change, do
I
you?
do not. Oh my God, I'm a cat. That's why I have cats, because I am a cat, or I was one in a past life.
Yeah, change doesn't bother me.
Because last minute changes just totally freak me out. People, I have lost my glasses. I mean, I wear glasses to see far away for like driving and stuff, and I have no idea where they are. They were on my nightstand this morning when I was getting dressed, and they are not there now.
That's because one of those evil cats walked by and said, blip, blip, boop.
I looked on the floor, and honestly, I was like looking behind litter boxes and in the trash. I don't know. I looked in the freezer because I had gotten the bag out to bring the beer.
Right. And maybe you just put them in the freezer.
I looked in the freezer. They're not in the freezer.
Or are they in the trunk of the car?
I looked in the refrigerator. I did not go into the trunk of the car. I don't know. I took the trash out this morning, so when I get home, I'm probably going to have to be digging through the big trash can.
Oh, okay.
Everything's in. It's not going to be
I know
pretty.
what you mean.
They're going to be somewhere like so incredibly stupid.
I bet they're laying on the kitchen cabinet when you walk in by your sink when you
probably.
walk in.
You know, the cats are gaslighting me. I'm sure they probably have them, and they're like, "Okay, she's gone. Go put them back."
We're just really make her think she's losing her mind.
The struggle is real.
All right, so now that neither one of us has talked about an ache and a pain, but...
That's true, there is no ache and pain. Because look at my pretty new ring thingies.
It's a heck of a lot better than that plastic thing you had.
They're so pretty. They take the place of the plasticky ones for my wonky finger that kind of... Look how straight it is.
Okay.
Well, it's straighter. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. Yeah.
It's never going to be perfect, but at least looks better than the plastic ones.
Well, and not only that, that's kind of stylish. I mean,
I
see that on Instagram all the time. People popping up and their rings are like...
Right, yeah.
In between
so now nobody is saying to me, "What happened to your finger?" They're like, "Oh, look."
They just think it's jewelry.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty cool.
So I don't have to tell them it's none of your business what happened to my finger.
Because that's what you really want to tell them.
Exactly.
All right, so this is a knitting podcast after all. Yeah. It's not a cat playing.
Sorry, for all you new people, sorry, we do kind of tend to digress.
A lot.
Yeah.
Oh, and thanks to all the other podcasters and makers that posted on Instagram that you were watching us. I think that helped boost our...
That was very kind.
Yes, it was. Because we watch most of all of y'all, too. Or all of them. Yeah, I think so.
We try.
Yep.
As many as we know about.
Right. So if you're new... welcome. If you're a past viewer, welcome back. We didn't scare you off yet. That's a good thing.
But we're trying really hard.
We are trying really, really hard. So I guess we should move into some knitting content now.
Yes.
Do you want to go? What are we going to do first today?
Oh, I don't have anything finished, so...
Are we going to do finished objects?
Sure,
okay,
let's do
awesome.
finished stuff.
So do you want to go close that window? Is that what you were just looking at?
I guess it was somebody's air conditioning.
Yeah. Do you want to go close it? Or? I hope you guys can't hear that. I don't know if they can or not.
I don't know.
I watch podcasts all the time where people say, "Oh my gosh, you're making noise over there," and I don't hear the noise they're talking about, but they do. So anyway, we're just going to move on. Okay. So last week on episode 11, I had a new cast on last week, and it was the Star Shower Shawl by Hillary Smith. Hang on.
Hillary Smith, I can't remember.
Her
It's
last
with
name.
Karen's glasses.
Hillary Smith Callus. There we go. I cast that on and I showed y'all last week. I was about, well, I hadn't joined it in the round yet. You start knitting it flat and then you join it in the round. And I finished it this week. So this is one of my FOs.
Whizzed right through that.
This was a ton of fun. It's very intuitive. You can wear it off the on your shoulders like this. It's kind of a little capelet thing, or you can just pull it up and wear it like a cowl.
It shows off the yarn so much better than that
Yeah.
terribly simple you were doing it with.
And the reason I chose this is because I have a tray of multi that I wear all the time, and I just put it up around my neck and tie it and leave it. So I thought, why not just knit one that you just have to pull over your head,
Right.
and do the same thing. So I love this. I may do this again.
That. Like the one that we did at Christmas time, the Laura Ayler. I don't remember what the real name of it is now. It was just for
called,
you for...
I can't think of the name
I
of
don't
it.
know, redemption or I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But just
That you can just pop over your head and you don't have to worry about getting a shawl pin or figuring out how to tie it.
And it won't fall off.
It won't fall off.
It's going to be there.
Yeah.
She also makes, this is the fingering weight version. There's another one that's called a Dama, I think, that's for a worsted
Yeah, I
weight.
saw
A
that
worsted
one.
weight version. I don't know if she has a DK weight version in it or not, but she has a lot of patterns like this. Like there's another one of hers that I want to knit called the Amaguli, Amaguli, I think it's called. I got it in my queue and printed upstairs. I might start it next. But again, shaped differently, but it's just one that you knit and you pull over your head and it just stays put wherever you put it. So this is, the yarn is Lolo Did It's Baby Got Yak in the Harley colorway. I did this on a size 6 Addy Turbo, 24 inch, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. And the Baby Got Yak is 60% superwash merino, 20% silk, and 20% yak.
It's pretty, I know.
Feels so good. I know. That's why I told you
Yeah.
that yak yarn that you have when you go to start knitting with it, man. Okay, I'm gonna stop fooling with that. So that is one FO, and
Don't pinch your finger.
oh, that's the other thing. When I'm doing a project that has multiple, like where you need to read, I can't show you because this is a paid for pattern, but one page had the certain pattern that you do for this lace section, and she's got it flat for flat knitting, and then of course it's a little bit different for in the round.
Right.
The other page tells you section 1 you do this, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's like 6 sections, I think. So I had to be referring from one page to another. So the way I did that was, I'll just hold this up really, really fast. I get a notebook and I put it in like that. And so then I have, this is telling me what sections I'm working on. Then if I have to come over here and go to here, then I know how to knit it. And the little green strips are my place keepers, which I love. I mean, I just like that. And it lays out flat. It's all right there. I don't have to switch back and
Especially
forth.
with patterns where they say, okay, so you're doing this, but at the same time do this.
Right.
And this is on a different page. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Or there's a
kicking
stitch a new stitch to you that you've not done.
Right.
Like
Right.
see,
You
for
need to
instance,
read it. Yeah.
She's got that over here, which you have to do, and some of this over here. And if you forget, because it's not something you're doing, like on Tray Multi, you're doing it regularly.
Right.
You're just doing it every now and then, and you're like, oh crap, what am I supposed to do? It's right there. So it's all, everything was in one spot. So
Very cool.
I don't know. I just got used to doing this technique. I did it with that too.
It's a good idea.
So anyway, so that was that, and then I think only one time before I had showed this next object, which I think it was one of the times that we had podcast over here.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. The snow day, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the times we podcast over here. the second finished object, don't fall out, y'all. I know,
No.
2 finished objects
I
in
have
2 weeks.
0.
But-
She has 2.
But I've been working on this one here for, I thought I had written down when I started it, but I guess maybe I did not. So anyway, my next finished object, and we took pictures earlier, so Karen's going to insert pictures either here
Or here.
or here of my next finished object, because it was just too cumbersome to do everything we needed to do. But it is, I'll try not to get glare. It's the Timber Sweater by Shannon Cook, Barry Shannon Patterns. I love this. It was fun to knit. I really had wanted to get it done sooner. Just didn't happen. No worries. It's all good.
Hold it up a little bit
I
so
will.
they can see the yarn.
And
It's really
again,
pretty.
I did the notebook thing. I knitted on a size 9 needle with Knit Picks Wool of the Andes in the Bamboo Heather colorway, I think that says. Yeah, Bamboo Heather colorway. And I can't remember. I want to say I had 3 or 4 balls left over, which is better than not having enough.
Yeah.
But that's probably because when I ordered the yarn, I was thinking I ordered for
You're going to
this.
do it the bigger size.
Yeah, I did the size 38, and it fits. But that's the problem. It fits. You'll be able to see in the pictures. I wanted it bigger, looser, whatever. So if I were to knit it again, and I think this would be one I would knit again. I would knit this again too. I would do the 40 or the 42. And I won't decrease as many times on the sleeves because that's where my issue is with it. The sleeves are tight. They fit me.
They're very fitted.
I don't know that I could get a long sleeve shirt up underneath it.
I don't think you could.
If I did, I would.
You would
be
look
in
like
it.
Popeye.
Yeah, but again, you know, for what I wanted it for, wearing around the house and that kind of thing, it's all good.
No,
and
it's beautiful.
I love it. I mean, only thing you're going to see some loose ends. That's because I have not watched the video to get the pockets in yet. But briefly,
Just hold it. Show the back. 'Cause that's the pretty part.
there's the back. And see, the sleeves are super narrow. I should have known not to decrease as many times. Every time I do a sweater and do the decreases, and it's got a really, really big, wide
Cuff.
yeah, which is the, you guys can see, I love a twisted rib, which I guess that's what this is, right?
That's what it
Knitting
looks like.
through the back, knitting through the back loop and purling through the back loop. And it's got that in the collar, and then the hem of the sweater is that way.
It's really pretty.
I love it. I love it, love it, love
And
it.
this isn't really, really rustic wool, that wool of the Andes. I mean, it's not
pretty,
like merino.
It's pretty
but,
rustic when you're knitting with it, but once you block it, and I have
Right.
blocked this.
Because there's some that you put on to wear and you're like, itchy.
Yeah, this
But
this is
isn't.
soft.
It's soft.
Yeah. So I would probably, I'd probably knit this again. Did you say you ate? before we
Kerfuffles.
started to do this?
Kerfuffle. I'm just, you know.
Alright, so I'll learn how to do a pocket. I've never done a pocket before on a garment.
Oh, really?
It can't be that hard.
No,
How hard
it's
can it
not
be?
hard,
I'm
no.
going to watch the video though.
Yeah.
So that's that. So that's my FOs for
Yay.
this episode. And again, I use the notebook technique. Like, I think this is far enough away. And her patterns, she gives you a lot of information in there. You go through the pattern, you pick the size that you want to do, and it tells you there's blank spaces.
Right.
See? And you go and you fill in, so you know how
That's
many
cool.
stitches you're supposed to have and how many inches you're supposed to knit and all that. Because it's all on here. You just pick your size, and then you find, follow the alphabet, and you fill in the blanks, so that way
That's
when you
very
get in
cool.
there, you know what you're supposed to do. So, yep, I love it. I think I would knit it again, unless I come across another,
Sweater you like better?
yeah.
A better sweater.
Yeah, but not one to seam. I don't like to seam, so if I can do top down, I don't have to seam. I am
no.
all good.
Yeah.
I am all good.
I did all that seaming stuff with baby sweaters, and I'm thinking, for an adult sweater. Uh-oh, did you drop a stitch?
Oh God, I hope not. But if I
No.
did, I'm good because you're
I
here.
know. It's right there.
Ooh, I was getting ready to have a little panic attack.
And y'all notice? Look,
What?
I could turn my head and look
yeah.
at Susan.
We don't have neck
I
fusion
know,
going
we're not
on
like,
today.
hello.
Yay! That's a
We
good
are,
thing.
Look, we almost have range of motion back.
Well,
Which is why I don't have any finished objects, because I've been trying to take breaks, and it really sucks, and I hate it, but...
You've been to PT though, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. How's the PT on the hands going?
It is going very well.
Yay!
I can make a fist.
All right. Okay, that means I better behave.
And the RO too.
Oh well, I'm not worried about the RO. I'm only worried about my own skin. He's big enough; he can take care of himself. I'm just worried about mine.
That is true.
All right.
Are we going to do some whips now?
Yeah, you got.
Because I can show some of that.
Well, why don't you do that?
All right.
Well, I'll get a little knitting done. Well, anyway, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It's okay. That's all right. Do your thing. Because apparently it's all about you today.
It is. So, this is my birthday cake.
I have not eaten, and she's only had carbs. So, and it's
and coffee.
1:30 in the afternoon or something like that.
Yeah, it is. It's not going to be
We had
pretty.
knit group this morning, and I was able to make it from 9 to 12, and so I haven't eaten. She sucked down the croissant, I guess, on the way over here.
And coffee.
Yeah, that's just what you needed. But anyway, back to your regularly programmed
podcast already in progress. This is my birthday cake hat. It's by Katrina Biggs on Ravelry. And this was the subject of some consternation on Friday because
I thought you were going to say constipation, and I'm like, whoa, wait.
Well, it could have been that too because I took it with me. I should know better. I took it with me when the RO went out to play some music.
I saw that post.
I
and
know.
I'm
Don't
like,
you
has
learn
she
anything?
lost her mind? And if you guys follow us on Instagram, and you should, I sent her a
'Cause we're
message, and I was
amusing.
like, have you not learned anything? And she sends back, nope. Like, okay.
I took it because, sometimes nobody shows up that I know when he plays, so I always bring my knitting.
But
so.
still, alcohol's
Yeah.
involved.
It was.
How can you do? I cannot knit and drink.
And this is, I can't do brioche. Let's just put it that
You're
way.
more accomplished than me.
Because I don't know if it was the alcohol or if it was the fact that I'm too stupid to put point protectors on my project.
A little bit of
or a
both.
little bit of each, And I went to pull it out of the bag Saturday morning, and there was all sorts of stitches dropped. And I haven't gotten to that part in my craftsy class yet on how to fix drop stitches or boo-boos in brioche, so I had to tink back like 4 rows. It was sad. But I've caught back up now, so it's all good. Oh wait, maybe I haven't caught back up yet. Wait.
Do you
See, we still have that much.
Do you have point protectors?
I have them. Do I
Why
have
don't-
them on my
why
project?
don't you have them on it? Do you want me to run upstairs and
Because
get you
do I
some?
learn nothing?
Nope. Okay, so
No, I've been doing this.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
now.
better.
So, anyhow, this is Haute Knit Yarns, her cocoa fingering. Right there. Cocoa fingering in the Falling Snow colorway. This is 100% merino, superwash. And this is my Knitter's Special hash brown casserole. And I can't even talk.
You should call it a hashtag. Hashtag casserole.
For the hashtag police.
Oh.
Yes, my hashtag casserole.
That just how many times have you showed that stitch marker and it just now popped into my head to say call it a hashtag?
Well, I've had it a couple months now, so yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. You've
Anyhow.
shown it several times.
Made by the Gnome Knitter. She is supremely talented. That you can just send her a picture of something and she creates it to look just like
What it
picture
is.
What it is.
Right
What
on.
it was.
What
What
it
it's going to
is.
be.
Oh my
I
god.
need more coffee.
I need, Please, I need food. Is that coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Crap, I thought it was like a diet pop or something.
Oh no, this is
Or tea. I thought
an
it was
ice.
tea.
No, it's not. It's an iced Americano, my favoritist.
What the hell is that?
Espresso and water.
Okay.
Yummy.
Ooh. Okay.
With some cinnamon on top.
Okay.
Num nums.
Moving right along. I guess I'm next for whip.
Well, or you could just sit there and knit.
Okay, well, it's my podcast knitting, and I worked on a knit class this morning because I can't do anything I have to read a pattern for when I go to knit class because I'm listening to this, and we always have fun conversations and a lot of laughing and carrying on. So I just have to take something mindless and brainless. So I took my sock head cowl.
It's getting there.
Yeah, and this is by Amy. Is that her name? Kelly McClure, the same lady that did the sock head hat. This is a sock head cowl.
Head thing that goes right here.
Yeah, on your melon. Yeah. And I'm using size 2. We've been through this so many times.
We have.
I think it's size 2. Addie's. And it's got my little pumpkin progress keeper that I got from Jamie at Random Fandom Bags with my little tea bag that I won. And last week it was way down here, which doesn't mean I got this much done since y'all saw it last. It just means I had not moved a progress keeper. So I did today. So today I have done from the progress keeper to here just this morning at knit class.
Wow.
So, anyway, but remember, I weighed it and I had like 48 grams.
Yeah.
I got like 28 grams to knit till I can start doing,
Oops.
Oh, sorry about the earthquake. 4 more inches of ribbed. And then I'll be done. Then I can cast it off. So I can cover up my whole head.
Your whole face.
Cover up
You
my
can
whole
be like,
face.
who was that? You young people won't remember, but Bazooka Joe.
Oh,
The comics and the gum and the guy who always had his thing up over his face.
Yep.
Sorry, just
Okay.
flashback kind of stuff. All right.
Is that Kay?
I swear to
Tanya?
God, I don't know.
We're podcasting God, y'all. I almost
I
told
didn't
you.
even tell them that we were going to podcast.
Well, you know what? I almost asked
They're
you at knit
psychic.
class if you had sent them a message telling that we were going to be podcasting
I
today.
did not. God,
Whatever.
psychics.
At least that means you know you're loved.
I guess.
There you go.
That's it.
Oh my God. Oh my God, they're so pretty.
Alrighty. Here's my February Cozy Knitter Yarn of the Month Club socks.
So
this is
pretty.
the Sweetheart colorway. Apparently I don't have the tag with me. Trust me, it's a Sweetheart colorway.
Speaking of tag, hold on. Haute knit, panina, sparkle, and fish fry colorway. I forgot.
Before I was so rudely interrupted.
It's going to happen again.
I got the heels in, and
Yay for heels.
I'm saving. I wanted to get heels in this pair of socks and the next pair that I'll show you because that's going to be my car knitting for on our way to Maryland.
Well, that's not good.
This
Oh,
weekend.
you got another pair to take too?
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
because these are yours, right?
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
that will take no time.
We won't even be out of North Carolina before I have these done.
No.
But and I'm gonna take that brioche hat too. Let's be brave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you taking the RO socks too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then.
Yeah, I'll have plenty to knit on. And these are my little peep bunnies
They are so
from
cute.
the Gnome Knitter. Aren't they cute? And they matched perfectly. And I bought these like last year, I think. And they matched this yarn perfectly.
That's really pretty.
Kind of crazy.
That makes me want to join her yarn club next year.
I'm gonna keep doing it. It's
Are you?
because it's so great because you don't know what you're getting, so it's like a present every month that you send to yourself.
A surprise present.
A surprise present. You know it's gonna be yarn for socks. I guess you could use it for something else if you wanted, but
You can knit one of these.
you get a
Well, I don't know.
a skein of the self striping, and then you get a mini of the 30 grams of the solid color, the contrast color. So I'm gonna have to get that phone.
Wow.
Because I don't think it's gonna stop beeping.
Is it them?
I don't know.
It's
I'll
probably
check
them.
in
How
just
do
a
they
second.
know?
I don't know.
Somebody.
Anyhow, 2.25 millimeter. I do 56 stitches for my socks, and a 2x2 rib. All right.
Y'all
What else
can't
you
hear
got?
that phone beeping, right? Because
Can
it's
you?
way across
Well,
the room.
it's annoying me.
Well, go grab it real
Oh,
quick.
look, and I brought, this is my cute little
Aw.
random Fandom tea
Oh,
bag
mine's upstairs.
that I keep with it. It's got Snoopy on it. And I got people, you need to get these tea bags and a pair of her scissors. These are the sharpest little suckers.
They are sharp.
Oh my word.
Yeah, keep them out of the reach of children if you have any.
They're great. I mean,
And they're so tiny they could almost swallow them.
Right.
So yeah, keep them out
and
of
they
the reach.
fit right in there. So
Yeah, I keep my scissors, some point protectors, a few markers, and the emergency stitch fix keychain in my tea bag.
really? All that fits in there? Wow. They're bigger than they look.
Yep, and she has the family size tea bag too.
That's true, though. She put that on her
Yeah.
Instagram page. It shows how you can fit your needles in there.
Yep, that's Jamie. Jamie at Random Fandom bags on Etsy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm up next.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm a slider.
Let me be responsible and put point protectors
Go.
on my knitting.
Shut up.
Because the knitting teacher is a do
Look.
as I say do, not as I do. God dog, where did they go?
know. How did you?
Okay, so what should I go to next for my? I don't have them to show, but I just wanted to say, just in case anybody's wondering, which you're probably not, but anyway, I'm doing the Mina Phillips Sock Club. I'm doing the
Wanderlust.
yeah, that one, and then also the Helen Stewart sock. And I had cast on the Helen Stewart. I'd showed them on the podcast, and I frogged those suckers.
Yeah.
I love the pattern looking at it. I hated knitting it. It's nothing to do with the pattern. It is all me. I hated knitting them. I thought they were beautiful. If you knit them for me and gave them to me, I'd be like, yes. Or if somebody else did, or I could snap my fingers and they would be, I would wear them. I just did not like. They hurt my hands. There was like a knit four together.
Yeah.
Tore me up. So anyway, I frogged those. I'm still working on my Mina Pat socks there. I'm not going to go get them and show those, but because I haven't shown them any love. But what I did do was Yarn Hoarder, Amber at Yarn Hoarder, has started a Cal, K-A-L, whatever how you want to call it, for patterns that have 30 or less projects featured on the Ravelry page.
All right, that's what I'm using. That birthday cake hat is one of those.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think last podcast, Karen and I talked about how, or I talked about, and she listened, whichever, that I had seen on the Bakery Bears where they addressed the thing of jumping on the bandwagon, knitting things and whatnot. And if it's not something that you want to knit or that you're going to use, or if it's not bringing you any joy to knit it, don't knit it just because everybody else is.
That's the funny thing, because you get caught up in that whole when
you
somebody's
do. I'm
excited
guilty
about
of
it.
Oh,
You're like,
it's
oh my
hard
gosh,
not
I
to
want
be.
to do that. And like we were talking about today, and I don't know if you heard Kathy talking. No, you weren't there yet. She bought some yarn when we went to the Anzula trunk show at the Salty Sheep, and we all, Tanya, Kay, me, Kathy, I don't think Suzanne
There's a
got
bunch
it,
of y'all.
but we all bought the same yarn to do the same pattern. It was like this little shrug thing, and so far none of us have done that shrug with the yarn. Kay made a t-shirt out of hers, and
Well,
Kathy's,
it's okay. You had inspiration when you
yeah,
had, I mean,
but it was just a thing that we were all there, and one of us was like, oh,
all
look at this
about it.
yarn.
Right.
I want to make this. Don't y'all want to try
And
it
everybody
too?
else jumped on board.
And then everybody else was like, oh, yeah, we do.
And there's
then,
nothing wrong with that.
No.
Especially, well, there's nothing wrong with it, period.
No.
If that's what you want to do.
But then you get home and you're like, I didn't really want to make that.
But if you do it with the group that you physically interact with,
Yeah.
you might tend to be more about it because then you see theirs and you're like, oh yeah, I want to do that. Or
Right.
I'm not really calling it peer pressure. I guess it is in a way. It's not unsavory peer pressure. It's just we're going to do this as a group, and so to be a part of your group,
right?
You do it just like when you do a knit along. Like when your class did the Trey Multi thing or whatnot.
Right.
Maybe everybody didn't enjoy it as much as some, but everybody did it anyway.
There were some that bitched more than others.
Well, of course, and they hated me for a long time, but
they did.
It's okay.
It
was good hate.
She lives off of it.
I do. That deep, dark
feed off of your anger.
Totally just lost my train of thought. Okay, so we were talking about doing that. And then simultaneously, Amber was talking about showing love to projects that have 30 or under, that aren't on the What Now list on the Ravelry or whatever.
Exactly.
Because there are tons of really great patterns out there. And the other thing, too, is people who design and write patterns, they put a lot of time and effort into it. You know, it's like Amber was saying today on her podcast when I watched it. Many times they have knit 2, 3, 4 incarnations of this thing to get it right. They've had to take the time to sit down and write it, get it in a presentable, pretty, nice format that makes you want to buy the pattern and knit the pattern. And they've had tech adding to it.
Right, like a sweater.
They've got test knitters, either their own test knitter or they get test knitters to do it for them. They have a lot of time and they have money involved in doing this. So...
Especially like when it's a sweater pattern, like that Elwood sweater that I did for Noah. That sweater pattern goes all the way from like a 6-month-old to an extra large men's.
Yeah, like tin can knits.
Yeah, like a
lot of theirs go from babies to adult, and a lot of their patterns are free.
Yeah.
However, if they pop up one day and say, "Oh, this pattern's $8," you really shouldn't feel bad about paying $8 for a pattern that essentially gives you 10 sizes,
right? Yeah.
Or even if it's one size. I mean, they've spent time and effort and money getting it where it goes. So, long story short, whether I participate actively in the cowl or not, I did what she said do, and it just so happened that Karen showed you her finished Rhinebeck mitts last week. So I cast on the Rhinebeck is calling. Is that good?
Yeah.
Fingerless Mitts by Kay Litton, who is the Crazy Sock Lady on Instagram, and
Ravelry.
Crazy Sock Lady Designs, I think she is on Ravelry. Is that right? Crazy Sock Lady Designs? I think it is.
It probably is.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, look at there.
Yeah. And I think I'm doing it all right by the book, so to speak.
Yep.
Size 2. Nope. I'm using a size 1. Remember we had this discussion.
Oh, that's right. Yes, because you're using a different yarn.
Yeah, I'm using a size 1. And I've cast on 1, and I have made it, I guess I shouldn't put it on top of me because I've made it that far. That's my little hibiscus progress keeper from Melissa at Knitty by Nature. Love her. I got to get some more of her things. And this yarn is Quince & Co. One moment.
Something or other.
I tried to be. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I will not tell you.
It's Quince & Co.
I will tell you nothing.
It's Quince & Co. Turn, which is silk and wool. 75% American wool, 25% silk.
So it's pretty much what the
yeah, Spud and Chloe.
Yeah, the Spud and Chloe that I use.
It is not Wheeler Bay, however. I could not find the right tag for it. It's the Barnacle. It's the colorway. And this is leftover that I had from Stephen West shawl that I did called Daybreak. Yeah, the Daybreak shawl. So this is leftover. So that'd be cool. And this feels...
Oh, yeah. It feels just like that.
I would love to have a sweater out of this. I mean, I think that
Isn't this a fun pattern?
It is fun.
I can say it's a 4-row repeat.
Yeah.
And once you get going, you can... It's just... be in your head. And
I wish I'd put some more time in on it, but getting that done and this done, I really didn't have time to do that. So I'm not, it's all good. But that's one of my 30 or less project things for Amber's cowl that I'm doing. And this is in my little baby bento bag that Caroline made us for Christmas in our knit group.
Yes.
So I got that done, and I think there was one other thing that I looked at this morning to cast on. Oh, it's Kay's Dots Kerchief. Because it's another one of these over-the-head things.
Yeah, it's cute.
And I thought I would do it in the yarn that I bought in Gatlinburg.
Oh, yeah.
I think. I don't know. I'm going to see. I might do that too. But Hillary's got another one that Amaguli, whatever you call it. I really like that one too. So, and that one's 2-color.
Nice.
stripes and all that good stuff. So I may do that. I don't know. We'll see. But that's, I think that's all my whipsies.
I have more the RO socks. You know, vanilla socks, they go quickly, but I find that I don't enjoy them as much.
Of course you don't, because it's just
I mean, at least because it's self-striping,
yeah,
so
it's not so bad.
It's not so bad, but
It's better than doing a solid color.
yeah, for me, with my short legs and small feet, as we've talked about before, the socks go really quickly, but it's like, I feel like I've been knitting on these forever.
Part of that is probably because you haven't had a lot of knitting time due to
True.
your physical state.
I swear.
But it's all good.
Just have to, when we go places, walk behind me so you can pick up the parts that fall off.
I'll leave that for the cats to clean up.
So these are, I got the heels in his, and I got some of the foot done.
Well, you better knock off. You got to have.
I know, that's why I
knit.
stopped, so I have something to car knit. And maybe I have my Christmas socks. My Christmas socks that are just
have a cuff.
That are just the cuffs. I can throw them in there
Hey,
too.
I'm nobody to talk, because I got one Christmas sock. I got a hoe, and then the next Christmas sock is just the cuff.
So these are. This is Knit Picks Felici in the mint chip colorway, and for him I do 68 stitches on a
2.25.
2.25. Thank you. And these are the highest sharps.
And when they say sharp,
When they say sharp,
mean
yeah,
it.
especially the size 1s. The cords, you know, the Chow Goos are my favorite cords. I know I really liked these at first. Remember how hard we looked to find these needles?
You found them on Amazon?
Yeah, I found them, and now I'm like, they're all right. The Chow Goos are my favorite. So, I got that much done. So there'll be some car knitting. And look, the stripes.
Line up.
They
Yay.
line up.
Good deal.
I know. Yay
Awesome.
me.
Yeah, you. Did you plan out like that?
I did.
Because you're a
And
planner.
the heel is...
Get your foot off the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're giving them
Sorry.
seasickness.
This is just some leftover, I think it's Cascade Heritage that I had.
That feels good.
Yeah. For the
Excuse
heels
me.
and toes.
I'm sorry.
Did you burp?
Yeah, I tried not to, but it's
Well,
Dr.
you
Pepper. Dr. Pepper makes me burp.
You could at least burp the alphabet if you're going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not
My
13.
next project.
I'm not 13.
Oh.
But my niece almost is. Oh my God. I cannot believe that child is. Oh, another project that I showed you guys. Actually, when we were sitting in this very spot several podcasts ago,
Many moons ago.
was my Tegna sweater
Oh.
in that green
A
Ella Ray.
moment of silence for her Tegna sweater, please.
Yes. It's like a 52, I think, something, 50-some row lace repeat. And
Yes.
you knit them from the bottom up.
Yeah, because you said it was 50
I
something.
had knit to 30-something
I
in
thought
that.
you said you were like at 47.
Maybe I was. I don't know.
She was
I don't
almost
remember
done.
now. Yeah, I was real close to being done with that. And I laid it down to take a picture of it to send to her. And I looked at it and I went, oh... Sugar Christmas.
Mother chickens.
It was twisted. I had knit almost the whole entire lace part twisted. How? I don't know, because it didn't never feel weird, you know, knitting it. And I'd taken pictures and showed you.
Right, and I didn't notice it.
Until we got that far. So I had to frog it. And I have cast it back on. It's cast back on. I think I've done one row maybe. But, and I don't know if this worked or not yet, but I'll tell you how I think I got it on there without twisting it up. It's how many stitches was it? 300 and some stitches maybe? So anyway, the way I was, but I had, you know, it was
there's
either,
nothing you can do about it.
It was either jump out of the upstairs window or just sit down and suck it up and just forget about it. Yeah, and do it and I let it sit for a while before I tore it out because anyway.
I know. I can't even look at you right now.
I know, that's the truth. I took what do you call it? Scrap piece of white yarn that I had knit another project with. And when I got ready to put it in the round, I knit one round straight. because that gave me a little more,
Right.
which might have been a mistake, but I did it anyway. Less of a mistake than getting
And
almost
twisted,
done and having
yeah,
to rip it out.
exactly.
So then I took that other yarn and I did like a lifeline. I
Mhm.
threaded it through all my stitches, and then when I went to go join it in the round, I pulled on that white.
Mm-hmm. The lifeline yarn. Yeah.
Yep, on that, and to make sure that all the stitches were going the same way, because then I could see if the white was wrapped around the needle, I could see that.
Right.
The green
Yeah.
with all that green and whatever in there, I couldn't have seen. I wouldn't have seen that, but I could see that, and it looked like everything was good. So
Yeah.
I went ahead and put it in the round, and so I'll keep on with that. I love that sweater. I love, 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 love it so much, and that is a fun lace pattern to knit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I saw somebody else who had knit that. Was
yeah,
it
it's
Patchwork
super.
Peach on Instagram?
Could be. There's a bunch
think
of
maybe
people
it was
knitting
her.
it, but
It looked really cute.
and you know what? You know
Mhm.
how last week we said, or last time we
Mhm.
both said we like to swim upstream and we don't like to go.
Yeah.
All these people, I hadn't even heard anybody else talking about Tegna.
And then all of a
And
sudden,
all of a sudden, these people start posting. I'm like, jeez, everybody's doing it. And then it almost made me want to not knit it
aw,
because
but-
so many people were.
yeah, but you can't.
Well, I know I
Do
got
it
over
by-
that, but
yeah.
for a moment that popped into my head. So anyway, I'm not going to show you all that because it's got just like I don't know minuscule amount done on it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's back on needles, and now that timber's done,
Mm-hmm.
that'll be my next sweater knitting project. So let's see what else you got. Are you done with whips?
I'm done.
So we're going to move on to.
Oh wait,
booty
no,
pop?
I'm not.
No?
I'm sorry, people.
God.
There's. I keep kicking the table. I'm sorry.
Oh no. How you know you're not?
It's. It's not done, but
It's getting there.
I am
Oh,
on.
watch it. You're sitting.
Woo.
On,
She's touching my butt.
well, at least this time he has pants on. Last time you didn't even have pants on.
Ah, friends.
Yeah. Gotta
This
love
is the
'em.
Aro's blanket. I couldn't decide what colors to do for the very last section, so I let him pick.
Oh, this is what he picked.
And this is what he picked. So,
This is so cool.
see.
I am so
Sorry.
glad. I am so glad I found this pattern
I
for you.
know, I'm not. Anyhow, it's kind
How
of a
wait,
waffle
hold
stitch
on.
pattern.
How? Okay.
do do do.
He's 9 feet tall, y'all. How long is this sucker?
It is just about to his optimum length, where it will go over his feet and tuck under and then come up to his chin.
Yeah, okay, so let me ask you this. When you go to block this sucker, is it going to block wider? Now, you have point protectors on these.
I know.
Is it going to block wider?
It might be a little bit wider.
Okay, but is that going to suck up any length that you're going to need?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Just check.
Because I'm not going to stretch it too wide because he's skinny. He's
Yeah.
like the man version of Olive Oil. He's tall and
He is.
skinny. And I've already put this over him, and it does fit around him.
Does he
enough.
like it?
He loves it. Last night he was sitting in the recliner, and he had some blanket that I bought at the store over him, and he pulled it up to his chin, and his little feet were
So he has to have blankets custom made.
sticking out.
His
I
little
was
feet.
like-
He got little
I know,
feet.
his big old feet. And I was like, "Oh, babe, you need to put some socks on." He goes, "No, I need my blanket." And I was like,
That's
"All right."
funny.
So I went and got it and started knitting on it. And he said, "Oh, you didn't have to do that." I'm like, "Mm-hmm." But I have a countdown. It's in my little Post-it note. That's how many. It's not how many rows. It's how many of these little
Blocks.
waffly blocks I have left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each section has 20.
Ah.
So I have 15 more to go and marking them down.
Aren't Post-it notes the greatest?
I love this.
I do too. I love the
So-
Post-it note tape. You know,
Mhm.
all that green stuff you saw in
Yeah.
those. I
Yeah.
love the Post-it note
Well,
tape.
this I'm not using a pattern for because the pattern's in my head now. It's a Lion brand pattern. It's called Easy Level A Afghan. It's on Ravelry, and I'll put it down here if anybody wants
It's just
to
so
try
funny
it.
that you had talked about knitting him a blanket, and like that
Mhm.
next day,
You found
that pops
this
up
pattern.
on somewhere. I
know.
saw it somewhere. I don't know where it was.
And this is Knit Picks Mighty Stitch Bulky Yarn. It's a acrylic and wool blend. So, yes.
Okay, so This is old booty call, but I don't think I've ever showed it on the podcast. This is my, let me take it off so I can show you better.
This is warm.
My Harry Potter stitch marker bracelet from the Sexy Knitter, which is the same girl that I get the Harry Potter minis for my Bits and Bobs blanket. I'm sure she probably still has them on there. I say I'm sure. I haven't.
She does, because
I've
looked, because Carol was asking last week about more minis, because you got her started on that Coziest Memories blanket.
Does she still have these?
Yeah, she still has some of those too.
How many are on here? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 or 12 markers on there, all Harry Potter stuff. It's pretty cool. So I like that. All right.
Very cool.
Are you still whipping?
Nope. I think that was it.
So we're booty calling?
We're booty calling.
Yay. Okay. Well, I'm excited because I have been sitting on this for, last 2 weeks ago we podcast on a Sunday.
We did, yes.
Okay. And then the next day, something came in the mail.
Oh,
and I've sat on it all week, 2 weeks. So, yes, I'm excited.
Was that uncomfortable?
No. You'll see why. It's not this. I got a bunch of gift certificates for Christmas on Etsy. So, a couple of the things, this is what came since you saw me last. I ordered 2 of the warming muscle balm with mango butter and lanolin from Woolen Co. I'm just going to hold that up there.
Because we're falling apart.
Yeah.
Maybe this will glue us back together.
Is that on my fingernail? Oh, it's a nail bruise. Okay. Anyway, that's her info. And it's called Warmth. And it has arnica comfrey, St. John's wort, chili de arbol, infused sweet almond oil, beeswax, lanolin, mango butter, vitamin E, basil something, bergamot something, and clove something, and cinnamon something. I don't know what that means. What is that?
Essential oil.
Oh, okay, what she said. Anyway, and it's an anti-inflammatory muscle balm. Smell. It feels so good on your hands, and I'm not gonna bet the farm on it. But I think it's working.
Yeah. Is it helping?
Yeah. So cool. I got 2 of these. Mine's upstairs. That one's yours.
Oh yay!
As long as you're not allergic to anything. Are you allergic?
We'll find out. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, good. Then there you go. I hope it works for you because I really feel like it has helped. And I guess the chili that's in it.
I know you can smell the chili. It's like sweet and spicy.
And it heats up just a teeny tiny bit. Not really, not a lot.
I will try that.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it feels so good. I do it all the time when I think about it, but especially at night. Like,
That's a good idea. Yeah.
And I could swear it works because I just don't feel like my joints are stiff. My fingers is where I feel it in the morning.
Cool.
It may be all in my head. I don't give a dang. If it works, that's fine.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
If it works.
All right, so there's that for me. What you got?
I got, so pretty. Yeah, we'll do that one first. I got my April Cozy Knitter Yarn of the Month.
Y'all,
Look at this.
Is so gorgeous. Oh,
isn't it beautiful?
My gosh.
It's called Tulip Fields.
Generally, these are not your colors, but that is gorgeous.
But isn't that pretty?
Oh, that's going to be a beautiful pair of socks.
I know. I'm excited.
Okay, so next time she does a sock club, this is a year-long sock club. Yeah?
It is, yeah. And you can join in the middle of the year if you want. If you look at her, she does it on Facebook and Instagram. She'll put out every once in a while that there's spaces open. And so you can join in the middle of the year if she has open spaces. Because I guess people drop out, they decide it's not for them or whatever reason.
So let me ask you, I've never done a yarn club. So how does this work? Do you pay for the whole year?
You can do it. She has it in 3 different, that's 3. 3 different ways. You can pay for the whole year at one time. And I guess she has like so many spots in each of these different payment methods. Pay for the whole year, or you can pay quarterly, or you can pay by the month. And I do by the month.
Okay. So that makes sense then, that if you were to drop out, there would be a space available for somebody else to jump in for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year, for the by the month thing. And it comes out, on the first of the month, and then usually
It's an
by
automatic
yeah,
hit on
she's
your
an
card.
automatic withdrawal, and usually by somewhere around between the 17th to the 20th of the month, your yarn comes. Because in the U.S. it probably takes a little longer because she is in Canada. And
It is so pretty.
yes.
Her color selections together are
I know, it's just amazing.
I don't know how she does it.
I don't either. It's beautiful.
It is
And
gorgeous.
I love it, and I can't wait to knit with it.
My foot's a size 7.5. Just
Okay,
saying.
gotcha.
And oh, sorry, that was
Ha
me.
ha, it's her turn this time.
And you got that sock ruler and everything, so
I know.
Should
I'm
be a
loving that
breeze.
sock ruler. I've got
Yeah, have you
my
been using it?
foot. I got my foot marked on it,
yeah.
and now when I've got Tony's leg marked on it, because apparently my foot and how high I like it up on my leg are the same length, so that works out okay.
Okay, yeah.
And for him, I'm going to do the leg and then the foot and see if his are the same.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Huh.
yeah, so far I got the leg marked to
Yay.
see if his foot is the same
I've
way.
not- I've
And
not
that way
watched
I'll just
it
have
yet.
it marked, and then I won't have to count rows or anything. I'll
Right.
just knit and stick that
I don't
sucker
think
in
I've
and
used
measure it.
mine yet. I want you to show me that before
Yeah.
you leave.
Yeah,
Show me
I
on there
will.
how you've marked it. All right. So,
Well, I did it in pencil for now, but once I have it
figured out.
figured
Yeah.
out for sure, I'm going to do it like in Sharpie.
Right. That
So I know.
makes sense. Okay, so
Oh, yes. I can't stand it.
I'm going to take this off now. I had left it on here because I didn't want to. Because now I'm going to be using it. Okay, so if any of y'all have watched Clark and Elle, Jennifer at Clark and Elle, she now has 2 podcasts out. She did a collaboration with a bag maker. That the bag maker, of course, made the bag, and she dyed the yarn, whatnot. And she's done. There's several different kits on there, several different bags, and where are those sharp scissors that come from the random fandom?
I was going to say, do you need my sharp scissors?
I got that much of it off, but it's still not. Technical difficulties. Hold on.
I was just going to wait till now to take this off, and
All right. Well, actually, I forgot about it. I just left it on there because.
oops. Here's some scissors.
Here, can I get the ride to the hospital to get stitches? I want to bleed. I don't want to bleed all over my car. Okay, so
I'm in Tony's car today. It'll be all right.
this I never. Well, I'm not gonna say never. Well, no, I really never have ordered. I think I might have ordered 2, 3 project bags off of Etsy because I have a friend that makes them, and every now and then she'll gift me one. So, anyway, I went and checked out this girl's shop's Busy Bird on Etsy. She makes bags. And when I saw this bag, I was like, oh my God, I have to have that. And for me, and I don't want to get in trouble when I say this. I've never paid this much for a project bag. A, because I'm cheap. B, because
I understand.
sometimes I don't use a project bag. I mean, I knit in my recliner, and I just leave it laying in my recliner. I don't have any pets who are going to mess with it, or any kids, or anything like that. So I just leave it there. So I don't need a project bag. But when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, I have to have it. I didn't care how much it cost. And once I got it, I am totally fine with how much I paid for it. I would buy more from her.
Okay.
I almost bought you one for your birthday. But you haven't been that good this year.
I was going to say, but she didn't like me that much, so it's all right.
Well, you make bags, so it's hard to think about, you know what I mean? Even though you don't make one like this.
No. I don't.
Okay, anyway, let me show you. So I saw this bag. Oh my God, y'all, look at this. First of all, I love the fabric, the maker fabric. The bottom, this is canvas. Canvas here, canvas up here. This is not canvas, but it's a heavier duty yarn.
It's a heavy cotton.
This is a very, very, very well made bag. And the insides are different on all the bags. And oh my God, look at the inside of this one. Oh God, can you get over that? I got
It's so
goosebumps right now.
cute.
Isn't it super cute? Oh, And then it's got the little maker
All the
beads right
sheep.
here on the front, and then a progress keeper. This is just super, super, super duper well made. Drawstring, and it'll sit.
It is
There's
really
nothing in it
cute.
right now, but isn't it? And
It is
I
very
mean,
cute.
I'm not a sewist, seamstress, whatever, but I mean, I think that's very
I know,
well
it's
made. Don't
very
you?
well made.
I love it, and she is super duper sweet to deal with. So not only did I get the bag, but she sent a little tea light, fingernail file,
Oh, cool.
which is something we should keep in our knitting bags.
True.
Because
True,
if you get a
true.
little snag and you're knitting, especially with the
Catching.
a single ply yarn,
Yeah.
anyway, so that's and get rid of that little catchy part on you
That's a
or
good
something
idea.
else. And then she's
Tissues.
pocket
So
snot
when
rags.
you drop stitches, you can cry and wipe your nose.
Yep. Pocket snot rags is what I call them. And then she sent this sweet, sweet little card. And inside the card, she put in 2 sets of progress keepers. And you get one. She said to give Karen one.
Thank you.
What color?
Thank
What color
you.
do you want, bead wise, or do you care? Oh, they're the same color beads. Yeah.
No.
No.
One's clear, one's kind of.
Does it matter to you? Because it doesn't matter
It
to me.
doesn't.
Cute little card came with it. I'm not going to read it to y'all, but it was a cute little card.
Aw.
Yeah, and look, busy birds,
Aw.
bird. This is all knitting stuff,
Yeah.
no birds. But yeah, super duper well made. Like I said, I would buy from her again in a heartbeat, no problem. I just think it's so. Now I'm going to make myself start using more project bags because that is just,
Right.
oh, I'm just so over the moon.
Yes.
I wanted a podcast last week so I could use it.
I know.
And she couldn't.
I was like,
or whether
seriously,
she
I
didn't
haven't
want
done
to.
anything. It's been like
And I was
6
like,
days.
oh God, I'm gonna have to wait. And she's like, well, I haven't done anything, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, fine. And I would just sit and look at it, and then
She
I-
could have used
I
it.
text her one day, and I was like, hey, can we FaceTime tonight? And she's like, what? And I was like, look, at least I got to show it to somebody. So yeah, I can't wait to. When we get done here,
Mhm.
and you're gone, and I get comfortable knitting,
Yeah.
I'm putting a project in this bag.
Filling
I don't
that
know,
baby up.
I don't know yet what, but something's going in it. I just love it. Love
And
it,
the
love it, love it.
Other thing I bought was, probably should put this in a sleeve, but the Crazy Sock Ladies new sock pattern called Gypsy Soul. These are the prettiest socks. I have seen them in real life, and they are just so pretty.
They are pretty.
But Sue from Legacy Fiber Arts.
Yes.
Sorry, I took my feet back. She is knitting these socks in one of their yarns. I think it's called Elephant Ears.
Mm-hmm. I saw it on
So
Instagram.
pretty. I'm just like, I have to do that in that yarn. And we're
I
going
bet
up.
I know what you're going to be buying.
I know. Guess where I'm going?
Needles up.
Straight to. We're going to that thing, Maryland Sheep and Wool, on Friday, and going to Needles Up, and that's going to be, hopefully, be one of our purchases.
Cool.
Well, one of my purchases.
Can I
So,
see?
yes,
I can't remember if I bought this one or not. I know I haven't printed it off
I
yet.
know. I love all
try-
her patterns because they're all so different.
Right, and I try
All of her sock
to.
patterns.
I try to get hers, and I try whether I'm going to knit it or not. I try to go ahead, get it printed out, and put it in
Yeah.
a stack that
Yeah.
are like maybe I'm
Your
going to knit
to-do
those.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've done this one yet.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I don't think I have.
And I like that her patterns.
I was just
They're-
looking to see
yeah.
if she had any knit fours together. in
No,
this.
I don't think
Thank
so.
God.
I don't think so.
Okay,
So yeah,
that is really pretty.
isn't it pretty? So.
Way to go, Kay.
Okay. 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up for the crazy sock lady.
So excited. So yeah.
So you'll be getting yarn at Needles Up then? for that.
Yes.
Cool. Can't wait to see that.
I know. I'm excited. We're leaving Friday at dark 30 because we got VIP passes to get into Needles Up an hour early, so we have to be there by 1 o'clock.
Because Karen is not a morning person.
I already told them I'm going to get in the back seat. I'm bringing my pillows.
You should probably sleep in Kay's back seat, so that
Yeah.
you don't even have to wake up. They just get
Well,
in the car
actually,
and
I'm
go.
picking Kay up, and I'm driving to Tanya's. Because her hubby's going to need her car to wrangle children with. So...
Well, then whose car are y'all driving? Tanya's?
Yeah, we're driving to Tanya's house because she's farther up the road from us. So yeah.
Oh, so you've got to be awake.
Yeah, I've got to be awake. Well, my eyes have to be open. That's about all we're going to say about that. But they've already warned her. Poor Kay is like scared to death now.
She might have a...
They're like, when you get in the car with Karen, don't make
anything.
eye contact. Don't say anything.
Unless spoken to, don't speak. Just not a morning
Because
now.
she's just going to go...
Yeah, that's about the truth.
Exactly. I told them they could wake me up when we get to the state line because hopefully that'll be like around 8:30, and there's a Starbucks right
That's
there.
still early for you, though.
It is, but you know, I can be human at 8 a.m. At 4:35 a.m.
Not happening. That's usually when I'm up, when I get up. But anyway.
Yeah. It'll be all right.
It will. It'll be fine. And probably you'll have enough adrenaline rocking in your body, wanting to get there and all that you may not even go back to sleep.
I can't see that happening.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
I can't see that happening. It's possible. It's possible.
It could happen.
We'll see.
Stranger things have happened.
So it's going to be fun.
Like this podcast.
I know. I've got everything all mapped out, all the people I want to look. Oh, don't kick the table. All the vendors that I want to go
already
to.
got that?
Yeah, I went through the other day. I sat down with my computer and the list of vendors, and I highlighted all the ones I want to
check out.
So,
and I've given her money to shop for me. So
it's always fun to spend other people's money.
Of course it is. I do it a lot at work.
So
go shopping, sure.
So it'll be exciting, and if anybody else is there, if they see this podcast, it will be up either tonight or tomorrow. So
depends on how much editing you have to do. Which probably won't be a lot because we're just so dang good at this.
Yeah. Or we're at the point where we don't care anymore.
That's
you want to see how
likely.
stupid we are? We're okay with that. So if anybody sees us, come say hi.
I was laying on my pen. I don't like that.
And if I growl at you, just back away slowly.
That's right. Just make sure it's not early in the morning. She should be good by about noontime. Things should be dead on at around noontime.
If you have coffee or chocolate, come right up to me.
No matter what time it is. One thing I wanted to add for the Ravelry group. We have a thread in there for coupons. So if there are any makers out there watching this podcast and you would like to drop a coupon code in that thread for our group members, that would be awesome. And if not, that's fine too. I keep forgetting to say that. I've meant to say that every podcast and I haven't written it down. So it is there if anybody wants to drop a coupon code in there. Please and thank you. Yes. We appreciate it.
And we did surpass our 100 subscribers. Happy days. So we are in the process of putting together a little prize package. Once I get back from Maryland, that will get, so the next podcast will probably show that and
do a giveaway.
Yeah, because I'm going this weekend and then you're going to be gone the next weekend.
The 11th.
Yeah.
The weekend of the 11th. Yeah.
To go see her kiddo. So So after that, we'll have, it might, maybe tell your friends, your neighbors, your enemies, whatever. Might be a 150 subscribers.
Or 200.
Yeah.
Tell all your friends and neighbors and frenemies, enemies, your son's girlfriend's mother's aunt's dog or whatever. As long as they can push subscribe.
I was going to say, I don't think the dogs, maybe the cats. I don't know. Yikes.
Oh, I lost it. Okay.
Oh,
sorry about that.
I thought that was going to be bad.
I hate to lose a sneeze.
Yeah.
I always feel so much better after I sneeze.
So, I think that's everything.
I think so. I'm sure that after we're done, I'll go, oh my God, I forgot to do this, but whatever.
You did that last time.
I know. I do it every time.
What did you forget last time?
We don't. I don't remember. I usually, if I forget something, I usually try to go ahead and start making notes for the next one and write it down right then so that I don't forget the next time. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Let's get on to what everybody came here for, I'm sure. Beer. The beer tasting. I wondered what was in that little thingy when you handed it to me.
It keeps it cold. This is the coolest bag. It's got the ice thingies built in. Hold that. Built into the sides, so you keep it in the freezer,
Oh,
and then you just pop, in there.
It's still chilly.
Okay, I promised lighter beers, but this is all I had in the fridge, and it's not a stout.
It says porter.
It's a porter, so it's dark-ish. This, it's one of Shelley's favorite beers.
Is it?
Shelley from Haute Knit Yarn.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well,
This
shout out,
is-
Helly.
Helly.
Jeez, I haven't even had any of it yet. I'm calling her Helly. Shallow, Helly. God, what is wrong with me?
What the shell, Helly?
Oh my God.
Okay, this is. I don't know if she watches, but we'll make sure to tell her.
Colorway. That should be her next new colorway.
Michelle.
What the shell, Ellie? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to send her a message and tell her to be sure to watch this episode.
Okay. So, now that we've got ourselves back under control,
So you say.
this is People's Porter from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Oh,
So kind of sort of local brewery, North Carolina brewery. And it says,
do you need glasses or do I need to read it?
No, I got it. Porter, consider it the mild-mannered granddaddy of stout. Our version stays true to the classic English style popularized by the Industrial Revolution's working class. Ruby-hued with strong upfront notes of chocolate and toffee, People's Porter finishes strong and flavorful, blending delicious herbal hop flavor and just a hint of espresso. Bloody terrific. And this is 5.8% by volume. So, which is not a bad.
No, because
It's a-
1050 is 10 and a half.
Right,
I
so-
got that down now.
This is one that you
I
can.
say it every podcast.
This is one that you can drink a couple and still knit brioche.
No, you could drink a couple and still knit brioche. Okay, I don't know if you guys watched the last episode, but that beer, ooh, I hope this one is so much better. You gave it a sideways thumb.
You know, but I drank the rest of it.
Yeah,
after
you did
watched.
because, well, what did I say
Because
about
we do
you?
not waste alcohol.
The one's still dark.
Well, it looks a lot darker because the glass is blue.
Yeah. And then the
Yeah.
No, it don't. Light is not coming through this. It has nothing to do with the glass. Oh my God.
I didn't want to do that on camera.
Done it before. Doesn't smell bad though.
No, it's not going to be as dark tasting as it looks.
Are you sure?
Cheers.
Cheers.
See, milder.
Yeah, compared to last time, this is so
Mhm.
much better. I could drink this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's good. That last one, I still remember that. That was
This
oof.
one's yummy.
This is really
I could
good.
pour this in my coffee. That would be good.
Why don't you wait till you get home, then,
Okay.
cowgirl?
Fine.
Let's not drive doing that.
Yeah, no.
You know, because I really don't want to do this by
No,
myself.
no, I know, really. Full of Knit podcast is done because Karen's in jail.
But you know what I could do if that happened? I'm sure that Vistaprint would do a Karen cutout, and I could just sit you there.
It would probably have just as much personality.
Oh
so
my
it's
God,
all
it would
right.
not. Shut up. Besides that, who would read the beer info?
I know. This is really good.
And I would
This
be.
is one of my favorites. I've had this one
Have
many
you?
times
And I would be
before, yeah.
drinking like Michelob Ultra
Oh,
instead
God.
of
Oh, no.
if I was in charge of that.
No, that's not even real beer.
What the shell, Helly? I love it. That is hilarious. I can't help it. That's just tickles my funny bone. Better than your. Yeah. That's. Okay, I have to finish
All right.
this so I can have
Yes.
some more.
All right, we'll finish that. People sitting here watching us drink.
Okay, you drink that and then we'll do
Okay.
another. Go ahead, girl. I know you're better at it than that. We didn't go to college together, but I'm quite sure. Just saying. Don't spit it.
So we hope y'all have a wonderful 2 weeks.
Yes.
I said sometime
Will
after.
it be 2 weeks? I mean, because you're going and then I'm going, so will
Right.
it be, or will it be 3? We'll try to get a 2-weeker in there somewhere.
2 or 2.5 weeks. We should have a lot of, because you're going to go to the yarn shop up there by your kiddo, right?
Probably. Maybe I'll shoot some pictures while I'm up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and then I'll
I
have
usually
stuff
do.
from Maryland Sheep and Wool, and I might try to do like maybe a little vloggy episode, some sort of little short, and that way.
Yeah. You should
Yeah.
do that while you're there.
Yeah, and that'll be like a little filler.
Yeah. That way if we're behind
Mhm.
because I'm gone and
Yeah.
whatever, it'll
Yeah.
still be a little something up there
Right.
for you guys to watch.
So you won't miss our faces.
Aww. What the shell, Helly? I'm going to be stuck on that. I swear I'm going to be stuck on that.
Yes, you are. Well, thanks for
Okay.
watching us. Hit like and subscribe.
Please.
And we appreciate all of you for putting up with our shenanigans.
Oh, we didn't do it yet. Are we
What?
doing our grade?
Oh.
2 thumbs up.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Love y'all. Mean it. Keep on knitting. Check you later.
Hey, bye.